If you have searched for an IGNOU assignment sample, you are asking a smart question. You want to see what a finished, well-written assignment actually looks like before you write your own. But there is one truth that most websites will not tell you clearly, and it changes everything about how you should use a sample. Here it is in one line. IGNOU itself does not release any sample answers. The university officially publishes only the unsolved assignment question papers. Every IGNOU assignment sample or sample PDF you find online is a third-party model answer, prepared by private tutors for reference only. That does not make samples useless. A good sample is a powerful learning tool, but it is a reference to learn from, never a copy to submit. Understand that difference, and you protect your marks. Miss it, and you risk rejection. In this video from Shri Chakradhar Education, you will learn exactly what a genuine IGNOU assignment sample is, what a strong model answer looks like, how long each answer should be, where to get a real sample PDF, and the safe 4-step way to use it, so your work stays original and accepted on the first attempt. Let us begin with what people actually mean by an assignment sample. The word sample gets mixed up with 4 other things, so let us separate them cleanly. First, the assignment question paper. This is the official file from IGNOU that lists the questions you must answer. It is unsolved. This is the only assignment file the university itself gives you. Second, the solved assignment. This is a full set of answers to that question paper, prepared by a private writer or publisher. A sample is usually a small free preview of this. Third, the assignment sample or model answer. This is 1 or 2 example answers shown to you so you can judge the quality and copy the structure, not the words. Fourth, the guest paper and the previous year question papers. These belong to the term-end exam, not to your assignment. They are a completely different topic, and we cover them in separate videos. So in short, a sample is a model answer you study to understand format and quality. Keep that fixed in your mind, because everything else follows from it. Now, where do these samples come from, and can you trust them? Since IGNOU releases only the question paper, every sample answer is written by someone outside the university. Look closely at any honest sample website and you will see their own disclaimer. They state that the answers are prepared by private teachers, that they do not claim complete accuracy, and that you should always check them against your official IGNOU study material. That is not a weakness. That is exactly how a sample should be used. Treat it as a guide, verify the facts from your blocks and units, and then write in your own understanding. This is also why you should never pick a random sample and submit it. It may be from the wrong session, it may contain small errors, and thousands of other students may be copying the very same file. We will come back to that risk because it is the most important part of this video. But first, let us answer the natural question. If a sample is not for copying, why do students want one so badly? There are 4 honest reasons, and all of them are good. 1. To see the correct format, so your answers look the way an evaluator expects. 2. To understand structure, how to open an answer, how to build the body, and how to close it. 3. To judge the quality bar, how much depth a full mark answer really needs. And 4. For confidence. So a first-time IGNOU student is not staring at a blank page. A good sample gives you all 4 of these. So our goal in this video is simple. Show you what good looks like, so you can produce it yourself in your own words. So let us open up a model answer and see what actually makes it good. Every strong IGNOU assignment answer follows the same simple shape, no matter the subject. It starts with the question number, written exactly as it appears on the official paper and in the same order. Evaluators read many scripts, and clear numbering in the correct sequence makes your work easy to mark. Then comes a short introduction, 2 or 3 lines that define the topic and tell the reader what your answer will cover. Next is the body, which is where your marks are won. Break it into clear points, use small headings or numbered subpoints where it helps, and explain each idea in simple language. Where the subject allows, add a relevant example, a small diagram, or a real illustration. Because IGNOU evaluators reward understanding, not memorized lines. Finally, a brief conclusion of 2 or 3 lines that ties the answer together. Introduction, body, conclusion. That is the backbone of every good sample you will ever see. Now, a question that confuses almost everyone. How long should each answer be? The honest rule is this: match the length to the marks, not to your fear. IGNOU does not reward padding. The evaluators are guided to value clarity and relevance over sheer volume. As a simple working guide, a short answer of about 5 marks needs a tight, focused reply. A medium answer of around 10 marks needs a proper introduction, a developed body, and a conclusion. And a long answer of 15 or 20 marks needs several well-organized points with examples. Always treat the word limit printed in your own assignment booklet as the final word. Some sources talk about strict new word limit rules, but the safe and official approach is simply to follow the limit stated on your paper and keep every sentence relevant. A short, sharp, correct answer will always beat a long, padded one. Let us make this concrete with a real example. Take BSOC 131, the Introduction to Sociology course in the BA General program. Suppose the paper asks you to define society and explain its main features in about 200 words. A good model answer would open by defining society in one clear sentence. Then the body would list its features as separate points. For example, that a society is a group of people, that they share relationships, that they have a common culture, and that they occupy a shared territory. Each point gets 1 or 2 explaining lines, then a 1-line conclusion. Notice what the sample teaches you here. Not the exact words to copy, but the shape. Define, then break into points, then close. You can now write the same answer in your own words, and it will look just as professional. Here is a second example, a wider one. BEVAE 181, the environmental studies course that so many IGNOU programs share. Because this one course appears in many programs, students often ask, can I use one friend's sample for it? This brings us to a golden rule. One sample belongs to one course code for one session. Even if the course looks the same, the question paper can change between the January and July cycles, and a sample is only valid if it matches your session's official paper. So always confirm the session printed on the paper first, then use a matching sample for reference. 2 more quick points before the most important part. First, your assignment still needs a proper front page on top of each course's answers, and many students clip an evaluation sheet as well. The exact fields and a filled template are covered in our dedicated front page video, so we will not repeat them here. Second, for almost all courses, IGNOU wants your answers handwritten in your own hand. A typed sample is fine for studying the structure, but the final answers you submit should be handwritten. The complete handwriting, margin, and scanning rules are in our separate handwritten assignment guide. Cross-link and move on. Now we reach the part of this video that matters more than everything else combined. Is it allowed to copy a sample? And what happens if you do? Let us be completely honest, because your result depends on it. A sample is a reference. It is meant to show you the way, not to be handed in as your own work. The moment you copy a sample answer word for word, you have stopped learning and started risking your marks. Here is why. IGNOU checks assignments for originality. When many students download the same popular sample and submit it unchanged, their answers match. Matching answers are flagged as copied. And copied work does not just lose a few marks. Depending on the case, an assignment can be rejected, marked failed, or in serious situations treated as unfair means. That phrase, unfair means, is important. IGNOU refers to it as UFM. If work is judged to be copied, a student's result can be withheld, and the letters UFM can appear against the enrollment on the result portal. In repeat or serious cases, students have even faced debarment for a term or more. Now, most first-time small mistakes are treated gently, and honest students who explain their case are often cleared. But think about the stress, the delay, and the appeal. All of it is completely avoidable. And it is avoidable using the exact same sample, simply used the right way. So here is the safe method. 4 steps, and if you follow them, a sample becomes your best friend instead of your biggest risk. Step 1. Read the sample fully and understand the idea behind the answer. Do not memorize the sentences. Understand the point. Step 2. Go back to your official IGNOU study material, your blocks and units, and confirm the facts. Remember, the sample was written by a private tutor and may contain small errors. Step 3. Close the sample and write the answer again in your own words, in your own style, adding your own example where you can. Step 4. Write it in your own handwriting for submission. This one habit alone makes your answer original, because no 2 people write in exactly the same words and hand. Read, verify, rewrite, handwrite. That is how a topper uses a sample. Let us also be honest about free samples versus paid files, because this confuses students too. A free sample is usually a small preview, one model answer, so you can judge the quality. The full solved file, every question of your session's paper answered in sequence, is what publishers charge for. There is nothing wrong with using either as a reference. The rule stays the same for both. Reference, do not copy. Whether a sample is free or paid, your submitted answer must still be rewritten in your own words. Finally, how do you tell a genuine, useful sample from a weak or fake one? Check 3 things. 1. Does it match your session? A good sample is tied to the current January or July session's official question paper. An old sample from a past session may answer questions you were never asked. 2. Is it accurate? Cross-check a fact or 2 against your study material. If the sample gets basic facts wrong, discard it. 3. Is it complete and clear? A useful sample shows a full, well-structured answer, not just a heading and 2 lines. Start from the official question paper first, then choose a sample that passes these 3 checks. Do that, and you are already ahead of most students. So, where do you actually get a genuine assignment sample, step by step? The correct order surprises people, so follow it carefully. Step 1. Always start with the official question paper, not the sample. Go to the official IGNOU website. Open the Student Services download section and find the assignments area. Search by your program code or your exact course code and confirm the session before you download. This gives you the real, valid list of questions you must answer. Step 2. Only now look for a sample or model answer for that same course code and session to study the structure. When the sample and the official paper match, you are safe. Step 3. Use the sample the 4-step way we just learned and write your own final answers. Official paper first, sample second, your own words last. That order keeps you both correct and original. A few practical facts about samples that students always ask. Samples exist for almost every IGNOU program and course code. From the BA General and BCom and BCA at bachelor level, to the MA programs, MCom, MBA, and MLIS at master's level. They are available in both English and Hindi medium wherever IGNOU offers the course in both. So a Hindi medium student can study a Hindi model answer, and an English medium student an English one. And remember the golden rule once more: one sample per course code, matched to your session. Never mix a sample from one course into another, and never reuse last session's sample for this session without checking the paper. Now let us answer the judgment questions directly, because you deserve a straight answer. Is using an assignment sample a good idea? Yes, when it is used as a learning reference. A good sample shortens your learning curve, shows you the expected format, and builds your confidence. Used this way, it genuinely helps you score better and write faster. Will a sample guarantee good marks? No, and be careful of anyone who promises that. Your marks come from your own understanding, your own clear writing, and answers that match what the question actually asked. A sample can guide you there, but it cannot do the thinking for you. And there is a bigger reason to write your own answers, beyond just passing. Your IGNOU assignments are the one place where you practice explaining a subject in your own words before the term-end exam. Every time you rewrite a sample into your own answer, you are actually preparing for that exam and for the real skill of expressing ideas clearly. Copying skips all of that. Rewriting builds it. So the student who uses samples the right way is not just protecting marks. They are becoming a better writer and a stronger candidate. That is the whole point of the assignment system. Let me also place the sample in the bigger picture of your assignment quickly, so nothing is missing. Your assignment is usually worth around 30% of your final result in a course, with the term-end exam carrying the rest, and you generally need to clear a minimum in the assignment to pass. The exact pass rule can vary by program, so always confirm it in your own program guide. We explain the full weightage, grade, and result process in our solved assignment and exam result videos, linked for you. The takeaway here is simple: these marks count. So use a sample to lift your quality and never to gamble your originality. Let us bring it all together with the quick answers you came here for. Does IGNOU give official sample answers? No. IGNOU officially gives only the unsolved question paper. Every sample answer is a third-party reference. Is it safe to copy a sample and submit it? No. Copying risks matching other students, plagiarism flags, rejection, and unfair means action. Then how should I use a sample? Read it, verify it against your study material, rewrite it in your own words, and handwrite it. Can one sample work for 2 courses? Number 1 sample per course code, matched to your session's paper. Are samples available in Hindi? Yes, in both Hindi and English wherever IGNOU offers the course in both. Where do I start? Always with the official question paper, then a matching sample for reference. If you would like genuine, well-structured sample answers to study from, along with front-page templates, handwritten assignment help, help books, guest papers, and previous year papers, everything is on our website. Visit ignouproject.com or message us directly on WhatsApp and share your program code, course code, session, and medium. And we will guide you to the right reference for your subject. The link and number are in the description and the pinned comment. A quick, honest reminder before you go. We are an independent education platform, not the official IGNOU. Assignment question papers, sessions, and rules can change. So always confirm the current details on the official website, ignou.ac.in, and your program guide before you submit. Use every sample as a guide, write in your own words, and your assignment will be both original and strong. If this video made the idea of a sample finally clear, subscribe to Shri Chakradhar Education for simple, honest IGNOU guidance, and watch our solved assignment, handwritten assignment, and front-page videos next to complete the full picture. Study smart, write it yourself, and give your best. All the best.